Hello friends, now we see the problem number 2, which is based on limits of exponential function and logarithmic function of chapter limits. The problem number 2 is limit extends to 0, 15 raised x minus 5 raised x minus 3 raised x plus 1 whole thing divided by x into sin x. Now let's see the solution. Let L is equal to limit extends to 0, 15 raised x minus 5 raised x minus 3 raised x plus 1 whole thing divided by x into sin x is equal to limit extends to 0. Now 15 raised x can be split up as 5 raised x into 3 raised x, and then the remaining term, that minus 5 raised x minus 3 raised x plus 1, we write as it is in the numerator, upon x into sin x in the denominator, we write it as it is equal to limit extends to 0. Now in numerator we are totally 4 terms, so we make it group of 2 terms and then take common 5 raised x from first group. So in bracket we have 3 raised x minus 1, and then the remaining 2 terms, that minus 3 raised x and plus 1, from that we take minus 1 common. So in bracket we have 3 raised x minus 1 and then whole thing divided by x into sin x. So that equal to limit extends to 0. From this we take 3 raised x minus 1 common. So remaining terms, that 5 raised x minus 1 upon x into sin x. Now to get rule, we have to divide numerator and denominator by x square. So the next step will be limit extends to 0, 3 raised x minus 1 upon x as a one limit into limit extends to 0, 5 raised x minus 1 upon x as a second limit, whole thing divided by limit extends to 0, x into sin x upon x square. So that equal to, now limit extends to 0, 3 raised x minus 1 upon x, that gives by rule log 3 into limit extends to 0, 5 raised x minus 1 upon x, so that gives us log 5, and totally divide by, now here we cancel x from numerator and denominator, so we left with the term only limit extends to 0, sin of x upon x. So is equal to, now we get log 3 into log 5 in the numerator upon. Now limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x gives us 1. So in this way we get finally log 3 into log 5 as a answer. So this is a required solution for the given problem. Thank you.